I'm about to briefly show you how real estate agents, brokers, and team leaders are able to take their real estate business to the next level without using expensive software, old lead generation tactics, or buying leads from companies like Zillow or realtorpro.com when there's actually a much easier way. But first, let me introduce myself and share a little bit about my story. My name is Corey McLean, and I started a digital marketing agency several years ago. And in that time, I worked with several different niches, and it was just exhausting and I was getting burnt out. And so I decided to finally focus on getting results for one industry. And the reason I chose to work with real estate agents and to work in the real estate industry is two-sided. The first reason is the size of the total addressable market. There are 3 million active real estate licenses in the United States, and so it's a growing market, it's thriving, and that's plenty of opportunity for my company. The second reason, though, is because the problem that real estate agents face is actually the simplest to solve. Now, notice I did not say easy, but the answer and solution is actually the simplest. And I noticed that many of the people who are offering services and different things for real estate agents are not offering a solution. They're offering short-term fixes. And what real estate agents really need is something they can implement in their business that's going to help them grow long-term and permanently until they decide to retire or get out of real estate altogether because they've made enough money. I set out to learn exactly how people find and choose the real estate agents that they find to actually list their homes and help them buy a home. 2/3 of all listings and 1/3 of the entire market is gained by real estate agents through referrals from the friends and family of the person who is selling their home. Word of mouth is still powerful. And as much as online marketers like to put down word of mouth so that they can promote advertising, it's still the most powerful way to build a business. But how do you get people to talk about you when you're not in the room? Was the next question that I had. And brand strategy is the answer. Building a brand that people remember and that people love to talk about. As it is right now, most real estate agents are fighting for scraps. There is a larger market that no one is reaching out to, that almost no agent even knows actually exists. In any addressable market, there is 4 phases of that market. There is a 60% margin in every industry and market that is totally uninterested in your services or what you have to offer. They will never become your clients. They will either rent for their entire lives or they've purchased a home and they're never going to move. And so no one's reaching out to them, obviously. And then there's the 3% of people who are actively in the market searching for the solution that you offer, which is to assist them in selling or buying a home. And that is where everyone spends their attention. That is where everyone places their focus on the 5.5 to 6 million homes that are going to be sold this year. But no one thinks about the 6 million homes that are going to be sold next year or the year after that or the year after that. And the question you have to ask yourself is this: what are the people who are going to sell their home next year doing, thinking, and feeling right now? And so those people are part of a 17 and 20% margin groups that are expressing interest online and that are researching online, learning about the topic, learning about the idea, learning about the action and the step that they're going to take in their life as far as real estate goes. But no one markets to them because people say, that's a year off. I don't have time for a year. I'm in desperation mode and I have to keep fighting with the local competition for these scraps. And in some situations, you have to get some deals so that you can have some cash flow. But if you have cash flow, then the best thing for you to do is to keep doing what you're doing now, but to also begin to build for next year so that when next year comes, you're not fighting for scraps because you already have a client base you've been working with and nurturing before they even came into the 3% portion of the market. The next reason many agents aren't reaching the goals that they want to reach is the dating tactics. They're still sold on cold calling. Even though the Keller Center recently reported that cold calls are answered 28% of the time. Of the people that agents actually speak to, 1.7% turn into appointments or referrals. That means that if you do 100 cold calls only 28 people are going to answer the phone. And of those 28 people, 1.7% of them will turn into an appointment or referral. That is 0.5% just about, which means that you need to do 200 cold calls in order for one appointment or referral to come out of it. That's not even a guaranteed client for 200 cold calls. And so it's obviously not the method you want to use if you're trying to scale your real estate business to new levels and new heights. And the last reason that real estate agents never reach the goals that they actually want to reach in real estate is very seductive and very delusional. And it is because of things like Zillow Premier Agent. Real estate agents spend thousands of dollars for these expensive, shared, and unqualified leads. And the problem is that when a lead comes to Zillow's website and they transfer the call, they sell that lead to 2 to 3 other agents in your community, and they're going to be calling the same lead asking for their business. And so the agent that actually gets the client is the one who can convince them, but all 3 agents or 4 are going to pay for that lead. And that lead may not even be qualified. They may be 2 years, 3 years out. And you paid thousands of dollars for these leads. And so there's a much more efficient way to spend that money in your business that's going to help you build up a client database other than paying Zillow to do it. And the reason agents pay companies like Zillow and online marketers to do these things for them is because of the branding that Zillow has and their own personal lack of knowledge. If realtors knew how easy it was to run Facebook ads and how inexpensive it was, they would do it themselves and not be hustled by every online marketer telling them that we guarantee you 10 listing appointments or you don't pay. Because when you get on the telephone, they're going to let you know that you have to spend a minimum of so many $1,000 advertising. And if you throw 2, 3, 4, 5 pots of spaghetti at the wall, yes, a couple of strings are bound to stick. And so I'm trying to help real estate agents get out of these rat races and these rat holes that the real estate vanguard has got them in as far as cold calling, that marketing companies have put them in as far as paying for leads, and that they found themselves in by fighting for scraps and using the old mentality of the 1980s salesman. And so going forward, the real estate agents who are going to succeed and really excel in real estate are going to be those who focus on building a brand. If that's something that's interesting to you and you're ready to make a single one-time investment that's going to return dividends to your business for the rest of your business's life, then click the link below, book a call. We'll have a short conversation to see if this is a good fit with you. I'll share these strategies with you in depth, and then we can go from there. Again, if you're a real estate agent who's looking to prepare for their future and recession-proof their career, then click the link below, book a call, and we can go over this strategy together and see if it's a good fit for you. I look forward to speaking to you soon.